Suz and this is my husband Paul, and we work in Recife in the northeast of Brazil on a children's project called Vale do Senhor. I'm originally from Manchester and Paul is from Northern Ireland, but we met there at our project.
So yeah, our project Valley is a community outreach project working with children, with teenagers, with their families. The project is based in a socially disadvantaged community, so there are lots of issues that come from living and growing up within that community. And so the project is an outreach project seeking to impact and change the lives of these children and young people. We have the privilege of being a part of that project and being used by God within that work there. Yeah, so most of my work is really with teenage boys, and I run a football ministry. So really the idea is just using football as a way of bringing teenage boys together. Through that work, having the opportunity to try and influence and impact their lives on different levels, and so on a personal level, emotional level, spiritual level as well. So thankfully over the last few years we have seen so many changes in the lives of different boys and young men. In terms of the football side, we've been successful at times winning some trophies and just seeing the happiness and joy that we can bring to the lives of these boys and young men. But also through lots of other areas, we've invested in them in terms of their work life and careers. So we've been able to help some of them in terms of finding jobs, finding employment, finding work through apprenticeship schemes as well, and just really being a help and a support network to them. But we've also seen some of the boys to give their lives over to God, to recognise that they need to be in a relationship with Him, and so that has brought real joy for us as being part of the team to see lives being changed through our work.
So from this last year, one that's been really lovely to see is one of my older girls. When I first arrived, she was very welcoming and friendly, but she had had a difficult upbringing. She'd had an abusive father who, as well as being abusive, hadn't been present enough in their lives, so that she was very angry. And throughout the year, through our Bible studies and our times together, she opened up to me more and more about that. We got to know each other better. She started calling me a second mum. She joined as part of the football project that Paul runs, and she learned through that some disciplines and behaviours which she still would say now. Through doing football and through being part of Valley, I learned to control my anger. She also went to one of the events and gave her life to Christ, and she is someone who I can completely see a massive difference in her. She, even just from not blowing up when something small happens, she is a lot more patient, she's a lot more loving, and it's just been great. And now she's moved on and left the project, but we still keep in contact with her, and she's changed to this lovely young lady who's fully involved in her church, so it's really exciting.
One of the big positives that I would say of being part of the Latin Link community is just that pastoral care that exists within, both within the Brazil team, but also within the Britain and Ireland team, that as someone who's gone from the UK out to Brazil, I don't in any way feel that I'm on my own. I feel that there's a group of people who are working alongside me, who are working to support me, to help me be the best that I can be. And so just having that support network around you brings peace, brings a sense of comfort, especially as we are so far away from home. And so Latin Link, both, as I say, within the Brazil team and the Britain and Ireland team, have that expertise and sense of care as well want you as a missionary to thrive and just be the best that you can be.
Yeah, for me, I think it's really great being part of a community with so many different skills that shows mission isn't just about going to another country, but mission is wherever we're at. And so seeing all people's different skills, those who help with sending, those who are supporters, it's a team, not an individual thing. And so that's something that's really special. And as somebody who I did the program from STEP to Stride to Stay, I feel like that really helped as well, because STEP helped me to see that I had an interest in it and in helping another culture. And Stride gave me a bit more taster to see, is this really what God wants? Am I capable of doing this? And then that led me on to knowing for sure that God's plan for me was to be there, and so that's when I went on to stay.
Yeah, we just ask for prayer for God's protection just over the year ahead. Just that in the role that we're working in the community that we serve, there can be lots of things going on there. So we just pray for God's blessing upon us, just for good health as well. And also, lots of energy and creativity, working with teenagers, and just being able to meet their needs as we work alongside them. Also, just a last prayer point we have a possibility of a team coming out to visit us in 2025 from a church in Northern Ireland. So just as we partner with that church and as we try and encourage them and hopefully that they will come out and become a part of our work there and partner with us in that, and that God would excite the people who are part of that team to really be involved both in mission overseas but also in mission within the local church there in Northern Ireland, and through that work that we will see lives being changed and transformed.